If I told you there's an animal more deadly than sharks and bears combined in the United States, would you believe me? This is a story of one of the times I almost got game-ended by a cow. Yep, a cow. Back in my younger days, before I got into the third trimester of life I got going on right here, I used to feed our cattle on Saturday mornings for my dad, drive the tractor, feed the hay, and we'd always do it in the mornings so we could check on the cows that might have had babies the night before. So this one particular cow had a baby, and she was right beside a fence. And when the baby stood up to walk for the first time, it ended up on the wrong side of that fence. And I happened to notice this while I was feeding. And anybody that knows anything about cattle, the most important moments of a baby's life is right after it's born, so its mother can take care of it, feed it, clean it off, all that good stuff. So I was trying to figure out the best way to get this baby calf back on the other side of the fence with its mama. Not an easy task. So I go over there with the tractor and kind of parked it in a way where the mama had to look around it or walk around it to see what I was doing. So I was going to grab that baby calf and stick him back through the fence. And about the time that I laid my hands on that baby calf, Mama cow decided she was going to disconnect from reality and come after me. So she comes around the tractor, madder than a hornet, eyes wide open. You can always tell in their eyes. Yep. She came through all 5 strands of barbed wire after me. Now, I don't have any protection. I'm in the middle of a field beside a barbed wire fence. I'm doing my best to get away from it. All I did was set the baby down and go the opposite direction. And Mama cow ran after me, didn't even care about the baby anymore. So I get back through, run through the fence that she just broke open, get on the tractor, going about my way. And I thought that was the end of the story. And I'm sure you're hoping it was too. Hadn't even started yet. That was Saturday morning. So later that afternoon, I was going to go bow hunting on the farm in the same pasture but a long way away. All I did that morning was patch the fence up and leave the mama and the baby in the field all by themselves. The rest of the herd's over in the other field. But unfortunately for me, I bow hunt in the area where those two were at. So I come later that afternoon, park my truck down by the creek and start walking up the hill. And I have to walk down this fence that I just fixed. And I've got my eye out for this mama because cows don't forget things when they're upset at you. So anyway, I'm walking along and I don't see her because I think she's over in the woods or something. I'm walking along and I get about halfway up to my tree stand and I turn around and look, and here she comes up the hill. So the last 100 yards to my tree stand was a sprint in my full camouflage carrying my bow. And I made it to the tree right before the cow did. And then everything that happened after that was very odd. I get up in the tree, Mama cow is at the bottom of the tree, so I'm looking down at her. She's still mad, got them eyes wide open. She's ill at me. For everything I did trying to help her that morning, she's going to return the favor by killing me. So I'm looking down at her, and I'm sitting here for 3 hours with this cow pawing in the dirt at the bottom of the tree. She ain't getting over it. I know some other people like that. They like to hold on to some bad thoughts. Well, anyway, I'm sitting there. It starts getting dark, and I'm having a debate on how I'm going to get out of this tree. And the thought did cross my mind of letting one fly and having some hamburger meat. But because she had a brand new baby, I wasn't going to do that. And also, it's hard to explain that to my dad and granddad. Yeah, I shot one of our cows with a bow and arrow. They won't believe that story. So I'm waiting. It's already got dark. Mama cow's down there, still mad, pawing dirt, dug up a hole by now. And it's about 45 minutes after dark before she finally turns around and figures, hey, I probably need to go check on my baby that I left somewhere in the middle of nowhere by itself. So well after dark, I'm crawling down, and I didn't bring a flashlight because I didn't plan on being there that long. So I'm walking in the dark, just waiting for the Grim Reaper to come out of nowhere and get me before I get to my truck. I made it back to the truck that day, and I told my dad about it, and he laughed his ass off. But, you know, one thing that's true is the chance of getting killed by a cow is low, but never zero. Have a good day.